When you want to add a new section to your website, like those that are already in place here, the first thing you need to do is create a new page. Now you can create a brand new page from scratch by clicking on the New Page button, but it might be easier to start off with an existing page. So let's do a duplicate of the eBikes English page. And in order to make a duplicate, I'm just going to click on the little gear button. And if I scroll down in the general settings, I can just click duplicate page. And I'm going to confirm that I want to duplicate it. And it's probably by default going to float up to the top of the listing. And of course you would rename it. Now be careful about your naming convention. Try and follow the existing one. So I'm just going to call this test. And if I click on the test page, it's going to be an exact duplicate of what was already there. So now you can go in and change out the image, the text, etc. Of course, you would click the edit button, and chances are you're going to be populating most of the page with little product blocks just like we have here. So I'm going to click done because I don't have anything to change it to. It's just called test, so you know exactly what we're looking at. So now I want to add this to my main page, and of course you're going to have to create the French version, the English version, and you're going to have to perform this next procedure on both the English and the French main page. So I'm going to click on to the English, and then I'm going to click edit and scroll down. And you don't have to worry too much about exactly where you want to add it because you can always move it around, and I know you're good at that now. So we're going to, again, very similar to adding a product image, I'm just going to hover where I want to insert that new information. And again, I'm going to try and make sure that it's going to create a new content block area that's the same width as the existing ones. And I'm going to click, and then I'm going to add my image. And of course, I would upload whatever image you want to use to represent that section. And I'm just going to randomly select something. Pictures from Brian. Well, look at that. It's a nice coincidence. I'm going to grab that, click open, wait for that to upload. And you might find some of your images are different aspect ratios. So if you're getting an image that isn't this sort of nice long widescreen version, you can always click on the image editor button. And then over here, you can adjust things like brightness, contrast, etc. But if all we want to do is make it conform to the aspect ratio of the other images, you're going to click crop. And the aspect ratio that I've been using is over here on the right-hand side of these options, and it's 16:9 to give that nice widescreen aspect ratio. And you might end up having to lose part of the image, but you can always move it around so it's framed the way you'd like it to be. And then you click save, save. So now we've defined the content for the image, and now we're going to click on design. And I've been using the inline option. And I have been deselecting caption below. So it says do not display caption, but it's there if you want it as an option. And then we need to define the click-through URL. So if someone clicks on the image, what page is it going to take them to? Click on the little gear icon, which opens up the separate dialog box. I click on page. And if I click once in this empty field, all these different options are going to show up, all the different pages that are available. So I'm, of course, looking for my test page, which is at the very bottom. And I select that. And then you have the option to have that open up in a new window or not. It's up to you. I don't think any of the others open up a new window. And then I click save. And then I have to click apply. And then I have to go to the Done menu and select Save. And even though we're not done adding the content to this new section, I would really recommend that once you do something major like that, because it took a little while, save it, and then we'll just click on the Edit button again to add the content. And I'm going to start off by just selecting some text that already has the formatting in place. So I'm going to select all of the bike packing gear text, for example. I'm going to copy that. I'm going to move my cursor down to add a new block directly underneath this image. And I want a text block. And then I'm just going to paste that text and then change the words. And I'm going to just repeat that for each section of that text. And then we're done. I'm going to click Save. And now when someone clicks on the image, they'll go to that. And again, this is the test page that we based on the e-bike page. And it'll take them right there. And that's it.